And the second game is up, live and ready. Navi sticking with their guns, going for this Bane first pick again. But boy, oh boy, Damon, that performance from Team Spirit in game one was a convincing one, to say the least.
Yeah, they just played super aggressive. They just had the run at you heroes, had a large amount of catch with that Kunkka and the Shadow Demon, and they just kind of ran over Navi all over the place, just killing them everywhere. Lul died like 10 times or something in that game. Just had a real rough time on that Bane, so hopefully he steps it up this game. We do see some changes in the bans over here. Leshak being banned by Navi in the first three. Don't want to be facing against that.
When I think CS Dota, I think like manly, aggressive Dota, and Team Spirit embodied that last game. They had these three tanky frontline cores that just ran at Navi the whole game and didn't stop right till the end. It was a good performance, I gotta say. Let's see
Yeah.
what Navi respond with, though. I think they're not just gonna take that loss on the chin. They'll be ready for this game. We hope.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna like change some things up there. But Team Spirit in that last game, they were just so on point with their wards, their rotations, everything, finding pickoffs all over the place. Got themselves an early lead after it was kind of a slow laning stage, right? The first 10 minutes or something was slow, but then the action just kicked up and people just started dying. And we see Axe coming out and Windranger from Team Spirit. So most likely mid Windranger and then off lane Axe. Like you don't really see Windranger put in a support role these days.
I mean, Windranger is fine to pick up early, right? How do you counter Windranger in the mid lane? She's just gonna lane while like it's almost anything. It's like a Razor or a DP or she's a green hero. Let's just say that.
Yeah, well, you can say that, but not Dendi in the last game had quite a rough time
that's,
on his
that's a
Windranger.
fair
So,
point, actually.
like there are
Uh,
ways, like Kunkka's still in the pool, and that seemed to be Team Spirit's solution to the Windranger. So
I
maybe
mean,
Navi taking a page out of their book. Maybe they have some other plans. And Bane, like Bane is pretty good versus Windranger. You pop your Windrun, he just sleeps you and just wastes the whole duration, or just Fiend Scripture and hold you in place. So they do have ways to deal with it, but Axe, super popular pick right now, right? You just spam that battle hunger on that support and run at him in lane and get your levels in lane and then stop being a nuisance. And there's the Kunkka
there's the
pick by
Kunkka.
Navi. So they're going for the same solution against Windranger to face in lane. And it's a good solution, right? You can't dodge your cleave, you have your X, your torrent to catch her, and once you get your boat up, you have kill potential. So I like the pick, and everybody's going to be happy to see a Dendi Kunkka. Well, is it going to be a Dendi Kunkka? They could swap it up, but I'm pretty sure Dendi will be playing it this game.
Yeah, we hope Dendi's playing it this game. That's a flashy hero for Dendi.
Yeah, and Dendi on these flashy heroes, that's what we love to see him play. That's what everybody wants him to play. So let him play it. And we see Undying banned, PL banned. Undying an interesting band. Maybe they're fearing some sort of like aggressive dual lane coming out from the side of Navi.
I think maybe Undying is the one hero that can deal with this axe aggressive dual lanes. Because, I mean, he's just Undying. I mean, is Undying good against axe aggressive dual lanes? I don't even know.
Well, you can spam out his Decrep or Decay, sorry, not Decrep. You can spam out Decay, steal Axe's strength, give it to himself. So he gets pretty tanky in lane, makes it the Axe squishier. I don't know how he does against that Battle Hunger build. I don't think it's enough, right? That Battle Hunger build, because you're going to be Undying plus
Yeah,
one.
because I think if you go that Battle Hunger build against Undying, and then if Undying gets a couple of points in Tombstone and drops it, then you're in like big trouble because level 1 spin, doesn't really do that much, does it? I mean, it clears up the zombies though.
Yeah, it should clear up the zombies. It is physical damage, so shouldn't have a problem there with the zombies. And it just gives you more targets that force you to spin anyway. So I don't think he's worrying about the tombstone. It's more about the amount of damage that just comes out of Soul Rip and Decay
Yeah.
and like getting rid of your strength. And whereas Axe, you don't want to be on low life in the lane. You always want to be quite high up, have a lot of regen going so that you can just keep sustaining your harass on the opponents.
Yeah, so I see we have another like super strong laner, Harassi support rather, taking out the Scareth Mage, which is like a really nice combo with the Axe. In lane, it's almost impossible to lane against Scareth Axe, and once you scale later into the game, you have that like Blink Call into Mystic Flare combinations, which is always good.
Yeah, and Axe goes through BKB, which is also nice, his call. And yeah, just Sky Axe lane, it's just so much spam. Battle Hunger spam, Arcane Bolts just flying at you. Like, you need so much regen to stay in that lane, so they don't want to face that. And it's just a classic combo from back in the day, so nobody wants to face that. Get rid of it. Smart ban by Navi. I like their bans right now. They ban out the Chen. Obviously, Team Spirit, they like to run that Chen quite often on FNG, if I'm not mistaken. He runs it.
Yeah, this Chen hero, like a lot of people thought it would be a dead hero after the like super, like what is the first change? The neutral camp change where it's like spawned super late, like Chen's dead hero. Then you could lane him because you could send your creeps back. They changed that, Chen's gonna be a dead hero. But like these teams have such good Chen players and they run such good strats with it that it's always gonna be a worthy ban against teams like Team Spirit, VP, the teams that run it. It's really good.
Yeah, if you have that player that can micro really well and plays that Chen, he can just get a lot done. Like, he can just run to lanes with a whole bunch of creeps, dive towers because your creeps just tank the shots for you, and then just get kills. So like Chen, if you run it right, you can do a large amount of damage in the early game. It does fall off into the late game though, but if you get ahead in the early game, you don't have to worry so much about the late game.
Yeah, fair point. Now we see
And we
Team
see
Spirit go for
Jakiro.
Jakiro.
Yeah, Axe Jakiro together is actually quite a dirty lane as well. Like just so much spam of dot damage. So they need to worry about that if they're going to lane them together. And they pick the Brewmaster. Where are you going to lane this Brewmaster? Like, Jakira's pretty decent versus Brewmaster, right? He doesn't really focus on right clicks. He's all spell damage. Axe can lane against Brewmaster pretty well as well. So if they want to put the Brewmaster versus the Axe and the Jakiro, probably not wise from the side of Navi. Maybe they have other plans for it. But there's a lot of team fight coming out of Navi, right? They got the Brew Split now. They got that Kunkka boat and Cleave and all that. Whereas Team Spirit, Jakiro, a little bit of team fight. Wind Ranger, more pick off. Axe, good initiation for team fight. So
Yeah, I think the Axe Jakiro is like a nice combo in its own. Like you lock people down with Call and then you drop down Macro Pyre and stuff. But I think Navi looking a bit stronger in the teamfight department. Like you said, they got the Bruce Split and the Kunkka boat so far.
yeah.
And
So
hopefully
once they
Lil
hit those
doesn't
level
die 10
6s,
times on the Bane, hopefully. And
And I got that Slock to lane up
Ooh.
against Brewmaster, so you can take off that Drunken Haze pretty easily with his Dark Pact. I think, yeah, Dark Pact. So I like the Slock pick. It's also really good versus like these tanky lineups, right? As these team fights go pretty long, you can just keep hitting, get those stacks up, and then you just become a monster once you steal enough agility.
I think BSJ was saying that if you see a Slock with more than 8 Essential stacks, you shouldn't take a fight ever. Because
Yeah,
it
it's
just
just
starts to snowball after a while.
yeah, it's a large amount of agility, and then they pick up the Morphling. So they got a super solid carry here. Morphling. Can he lane against Axe plus Jakiro? I'm not too sure, but with the support of Bane +1, maybe. I feel like they're going to run this Axe Jakiro together. If not, they will run something with the Axe, right? You never want to put your Axe solo in a lane. Like, if he gets nothing in the early game, he does become quite useless later on. So
Comes like a
they're gonna
handicap to your draft after a while.
yeah, so you're gonna want to give him some help in the beginning. Hopefully he gets his nice early Vanguard and then straight into the Blink Dagger. That's the more preferred build that these axes like to go. They don't like just rushing straight Blink Dagger, which I 100% agree with. Like Vanguard just allows you to farm up, be tanky, be that front liner for your team, where you're not just this one trick pony where Blink Call is your only option.
So now this Morphling hero, right? He can be a super strong laner if he gets a good start and there's an easy matchup. Like he's 2v1 at the start, gets a couple of levels ahead of the offlaner, and then he can just last it and deny everything. But when he's pressured very heavily, like with maybe an Axe Jakiro 2 lane, it becomes a tough game for Morphling, especially in the laning phase. So maybe you think Navi gonna try dodge the lanes, or what do you think is the answer to make this Morphling work in this game?
I'm not sure. Like they're gonna have to give him some support. With the Bane plus Morphling, you have a large amount of damage, right? Morphling does a large amount of magical damage in the early stages of the game, especially once he gets level 3, 4. So that's pretty nice. He's also really good versus Axe's Battle Hunger in the sense that he has high base damage from his morph. So, and he's also got his agility adaptive strike, so he can like just kill a creep instantly to take it off. So that's not too much of a problem. I guess if you, I don't know, I haven't seen this, but you can turn into Slock as your Morphling and steal some agility of your own. You know, it's not like you don't have enough agility on Morphling, but you can steal some more, which is quite nice.
Oh man, steal the Slocks, stolen stats. Statception, boys.
And then you steal 50 agility or something, and then you go into your E-Blade combo with your Morphling and you just blow people up. Next level strats coming out here.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like the Morphling versus Gyro thing, just in a lot worse of a way and harder to pull off.
Yeah.
So we see the Death Prophet getting banned out by 7 Artist wins here. That's a typical green hero, effective in almost every single game. I haven't seen a scenario where I think, you know what, Death Prophet, that's a bad hero.
Generally, you don't want to place Death Prophet against like combos that can like instantly blow you up, right? Before you can get your U's off, before you can get your Siphons off. This game, they have the Axe Call, but like following the Axe Call, there's not too much burst damage. Windrunner offers some, Jakiro's more dot damage, Slock a little bit. So if DP did get a good time, he gets his Yules, then he just doesn't die so easily, and then he can become a huge threat in the team. So get rid of it.
We see the Dendy Tinker getting banned out as well. I don't know. That's an interesting ban from Team Spirit. I think I would believe Tinker plus Morphling is a very greedy draft, but maybe just how good Dendy is on the hero, it warrants the ban anyways.
Yeah, definitely. Just like if you don't have a way to deal with Tinker and you know that to have a Tinker player, just get rid of it. It's like a Brood Mother, right? If you don't have a way to deal with it, just get rid of it. Like, because teams love just last picking Brood Mothers, and side of Team Spirit does have last pick here though, so they could have picked up the Tinker for themselves, but they don't want it.
Yeah, poor Vici Gaming a couple of minutes ago learned that lesson against Virtus Pro, who picked the last pick Brood Mother and just ran over them.
Yeah, Ramsey's Brood Mother just absolutely dominated in that game, so he had a great time. And what are we looking for the end of the game? Navi here?
Oh, Navi. So I think they need another support, right?
Yeah, like a 4
What is
position.
the support that's going to tie this draft together? Like, Disruptor's still left in the pool. I don't know how well I think he's just weak. Lane's too weak, and they already have a Bane, so they need a force support. What did they go for here?
I go for
Oh,
Lina. So they're running Brewmaster support. Oh no, Kunkka
Kunkka
support and
support.
Dendi Lina. I like Dendi on Lina. I think it's one of his best heroes that he plays. So I
Yeah,
like the pick. It does offer you an AoE stun on the ground, which is quite useful versus Slark when he's in his ulti form. So that's nice. Support Kunkka. So Bane Kunkka like support duo, large amount of
that's
damage coming out
strong.
Bane and control. Yeah, large amount of damage and control, especially once they hit the level 6s. Like the ultimates just help so much in the team fight. Then you got Brewmaster ultimates. There's no real way to deal with Brewmaster ultimate unless you kill him before he gets it off on the side of Team Spirit. And Team Spirit, what do they need? They need also a 4 position by the looks of it this game, unless they're running Wind Ranger as 4, which I doubt. They could though. You know, Wind Ranger versus Lina mid kind of seems pretty even. And they go for Shadow Demon. One nice thing about Shadow Demon, if you banish the Morphling, you get Morphling illusions, which hit really hard. Otherwise, you can save people from the Morphling
Yeah, from the
shotgun.
E-Blade combo. Yeah, I like the Shadow Demon pick. I think FNG played it brilliantly in the last game. He put in so much work. He set up a lot of kills. Although this game, he doesn't have that many great heroes to combo up with. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, he set up a lot. He played really well in the last game. Like he was just saving people, setting up kills, played super aggressive, had wards down everywhere, like perfect vision for their team, and it just propelled Team Spirit to like stomp over that game. So this game, playing it again, feels pretty happy on it. Illidan playing that Slark, and like if this Slark goes monster, I feel like they're in a real good place. But on the same side, if this Morphling on the side of Navi starts getting a large amount of momentum, he can also just carry this game pretty easy.
So looking at both these teams' fifth picks now, at the end of the draft, got to wait before the game starts. Whose draft do you favor? Who are you predicting to win the second game?
I like Navi's draft a bit better, just in the sense that they have better team fights. At the moment, they got the burst damage from the Lina coming out. They got burst damage from Coco. They have a large amount of team fight coming out, and if they manage to get their control their lanes real well and get this huge Morphling, like this game should like relatively go in their favor, in my opinion.
I'm gonna go
But
with
Team
Navi as well. I
Spirits,
feel that last pick Lina, if Denny gonna have the lane like we usually see him have, it will ties the draft together, and they'll be looking in a good space.
yeah, and like that. The side of Team Spirit, though, they do have the heroes to deal with this game, right? If G does go ham on this Wind Ranger, gets his items, he can get kills pretty easily all over the map. Maybe not the Morphling, if the Morphling goes for that Lincoln's build, not the easiest, but they got a lot of kill potential on this team and a large amount of team fights. So I feel like this game's going to come down to who comes ahead in like the first 15 minutes of the game, and then going into the mid game. If the Slark has a good time, he can just go. Like if Slark has a good time and Denny doesn't have a good time, right? Slark gets an early Shadow Blade. Denny's in a lot of trouble this game. He's going to have support sitting behind him to keep him alive.
Yeah, and my issue still for the side of Navi is that how do they get this Morphling there? Because they look at this team Spirit. They got 4 heroes in the bottom lane trying to find this guy already. They just want to make his life as miserable as possible.
Yeah, Team Spirit just want to play super aggressive. They want to continue what they did in the last game, play in their face, play aggressive, get those kills, and then just take objectives off of it.
Okay, it looks like they're gonna make the lane swap. Just Crystallize smell something. General's gonna walk bottom, and he's Morphling against Lock. That's not a difficult lane for Morphling. He should be okay there, but I think when the Team Spirit are gonna recognize this lane swap is gonna happening is the question.
Yeah, the Morphling versus Slark, probably a better lane than Jakira Axe or Shadow Demon Jakira Axe, which it looks like they were going to do an aggressive tri lane. So much better lane for Morphling.
And it doesn't look like Team Spirit actually know or want to make the swap yet. So this could be great for Navi because if they TP to the top lane, Crystallize can TP bot and he just has that huge advantage.
Yeah, so the supports are going to have to make that slow rotation if they want to rotate there. Or they can just stay bottom and keep applying a large amount of pressure on this Brewmaster and take this tower relatively early. Like Axe can creep skip. Jakira's got his Liquid Fire to slowly take down the tower.
Slock, I don't think he's prepared to see these 3 heroes up here.
Yeah, so both teams going aggressive tri lane here.
Shadow Demon gonna be walking. Okay, I think Team Spirit either know they want to set up something here mid.
It looks like Shadow Demon is coming behind, maybe to try set up something, harass Dendi a little bit.
And Shadow Demon's gonna TP up immediately after he sees all these heroes here, just to protect up Illidan and his Slock.
Yeah, they don't know that Kunkka's here. He has been hiding in the trees the whole time, but 2-on-2 now is what they feel like the lane is. It's actually 2-on-3, but Kunkka's just chilling. Bane, just one of those heroes you don't want to trade with, man. Every time you hit him, he hits you, then you just brain saps and your time is wasted. Oh.
Now they're gonna make a play onto the Morphling. The Tara not gonna be on the mark, and Crystallize taking a decent amount of damage here. He doesn't have the waveform out. He's trying to straight more, but this might be first blood. Crystallize, he's gonna drop in. Illidan gonna pick that one up.
Yeah, that strength morph just so slow in the early game, not really gonna save you. Gets caught out with the banish plus the leap, and then Jakira there, and easy kill for them. And now they have a Brewmaster versus Axe on the bottom lane, and they're not winning top lane. And I feel like Axe comes ahead in this lane, so looks like Team Spirit coming off to a good start.
Yeah, Axe should have an advantage. I'm probably just trade farming this lane. Although Axe is gonna go for this battle hunger spam. He can go for the. He can even just max out the sprints this game because playing up against another melee hero.
Yeah, he can play super aggressive. And they're going on Crystallize again.
Top lane, the action doesn't stop Biver doing his harass. And Jakiro, one of the tankiest supports at the start of the game, just spam out as best as he can.
And he's got that double mango value right there, so he can spam some more if he wants to pop those.
Oh, the mangoes.
And right now, it's just a level advantage to the safe lane of Team Spirit, where they're all level 2. Okay, now the Morphling hits level 2 in the Kunkka.
And mid lane, G's actually beating Dendi so far. He's sitting at 8 and 3 CS to Dendi's 4 and 1. And getting a lot of harass here with this power shot.
Yeah, it's quite surprising. Dendi does need a couple of levels, though. Lena's base attack in the beginning is quite horrible.
Top
But
lane,
now
they're
once he
going to make the
gets-
move onto FNG. He's taking a decent amount of damage here, and FNG most likely going to fall. Morphling on the way forward, and he gets the right click, pick up that kill.
Yeah, he gets, like, you know, if you get caught up position as a fire position in a lane like this, you are just going to die every single time. But yeah, mid now, Denny does have his level 2 in Dragon Slave, so he can spam out the wave a lot more, like catch up in farm. Like he's immediately, once he hit his level 3 or 4, he is just caught up in farm with G's Wind Ranger middle.
Alright. I think I was just overzealous there. The creep wave was still shipping back to Dendy, so it's basically an evil lane still. Lil,
And we see
he's
Lil in
getting
some
caught
trouble.
out here a bit. Is he going to make it out of this? I think he might just drop here. He doesn't have Brings up for another 10 seconds, no sleep, and he's just going to drop. Illidan getting a lot of stacks here onto Crystallize. Crystallize going to wait for him out of the pounce. Bubba gets 2 heroes here in his dual breath, so a decent amount of harass coming out from the side of Team Spirit.
Yeah, lots of value coming out from their spells. They do
Now
sleep
Lily's
up
back.
the
They
Jakiro.
set up the Jakiro. FNG going to take that sleep off, and they don't really want to make a move on FNG. And now the banish is there. And Lil, he's caught again. Illidan has the pounce if he wants to go for this. The X marks is there onto Illidan. The Torrent going to follow up, catching 2 heroes, and Lil might just be fine. Crystallize going to back out as well.
Yeah, and FNG, he's finding a lot of plays right now with these banishes and just putting a large amount of pressure. And that Soul Catcher is just coming up with super value right now, just buffing up his team's damage on whoever they focus. And this lane going pretty well for Team Spirits, though not too bad for the side of Navi either. The Slark is suffering in farm, but so is the Morphling.
And like you
But
call
this
this
Axe-
bottom lane, this Axe is having a field trip here against General. He's dominating this lane.
Yeah, he's got double the CS right now, and it's really hard for Brewmaster to do anything versus lane. Brewmaster generally wants to like throw out his Drunken Haze, but that doesn't really do much versus Axe. And if you go close to creep waves, you just get spun a lot by Axe. So definitely a favorable lane for the side of Team Spirit there. Oh, they make a move on top? No, they're not. They're just pulling creeps. There's some pings coming up, but nothing happened. And there's a race for the bounty rune. Both heroes just deny the binary rune. I mean the arcane rune top. Both
Ah.
heroes.
Okay, run super value on both these heroes, in fact, and
Yeah.
yeah. So
Well,
the
just
great
drop
thing
it
about
back.
for Navi is at least these 2 cores are sort of trading evenly. But I feel like I don't know. I doesn't Slark catch up a little better than Morphling after the rough laning stage?
If he does go for the build where he maxes out Dark Pact, he does have more ability to farm and push out lanes. So yeah, he probably does catch up, but you kind of want to be a lot more active on Slark a lot earlier than a Morphling, right?
That is very
Morphling
true.
wants to farm a little bit more, where Slark, you want to get that Shadow Blade plus maybe an Aquila and trades or something, and then go around getting kills. So you slow that down, you do slow down a lot of timings on the side of Team Spirit.
Top lane getting it quiet now. Nobody really wants to make the move here.
Yeah, right now, like Axe is just, you know, picking up bouncy runes, farming bottom. He's having a great time, doesn't really want to do much else. Top lane, like, there was a lot of action early, but now things have seemed to calm down, waiting for Lil's Bane to make his way back top before they try to do anything. And Shadow even just getting off the pools, and, like, pools are a big advantage for the side of Team Spirit. If they're getting off these pools, they can deny experience from their opponents, get farm for their supports. We see Slark getting hit by Torrent.
gone on. He's gonna bounce, but it's actually gonna catch Crystallize. Crystallize wailing on him, but Illidan, he should be more or less okay. He has a big stick. He's got his raindrops. It does take a decent amount of harass there.
Yeah, doesn't have any regen though on him, so there's no way for him to get his life back up. He's not level 6 yet or anything like that.
NG banishing up low. Lil gets slowed there by the Jewel Breath. A lot of
Yeah,
spells
they
getting
just-
traded here. A lot of regen getting traded, but no real kills just yet.
Yeah, no kills happening, just trade. And mid, we see G in the jungle. Dendy's still middle right now, trying to push out the lane. G's gonna make his rotation back there.
There's a
to spam
regen
out the
top
lane.
for Dendi. Super value rune, and now they're gonna make a play again. Illidan is gonna pounce out. But FNG, he gets caught by the sleep. But Crystallize, he's going for the big kill. He wants Illidan. Illidan going to TP out. FNG going for the TP play as well, and he makes it out. General with the rotations here. I didn't even see the Brewmaster come in, in fact.
Yeah, Brewmaster making the rotation. He had his level 6 looking for a team fight, but both of the heroes just decided to TP out. Now we see the Slark or Illidan on the Slark going bottom. Doesn't want to deal with that top lane with all that chaos. Wants to be against the Morphling.
Morphling
And
against
this
Axe.
Morphling, level 4 versus a level 6 Axe, he has to be a little bit scared in this lane. He does have he does have enough mana for waveform with those stick charges, so he should be fine.
Yeah, doing the correct thing right now, just pulling the creeps on the tower, farming it at a safe distance, not in range to get called up by Mr. DK Phobos.
Yeah, definitely not. If you get called on that Morphling by this axe and he gets a couple of lucky spins off and you just get Culling Bladed down, you're going to be quite sad. You can't more strength during that call, so wise of him to keep his distance. But now we see the Slark is back in this lane.
Navi trying to save out of a kill on G, but they're not really gonna. Doesn't look like it's gonna work. They're smoking up again, but FNG's in the area now.
FNG is able to save. He smells it. And G just playing nice and safe. Pretty hard kill to get for them. They need to use the Brain Sleep to waste the run or the X.
Phobos, he's gonna make Crystallize a little scared here. Crystallize forced to use the waveform out.
Yeah, just a lot of pressure coming out. Like a lot of space being made for this Slark to just farm where they're pressuring this Morphling constantly. And on the other side, Brewmaster is finding some farm now. He went for that treads. Shakira just getting some levels. We see Kunkka just kind of standing here with the Bane and the Brewmaster. They all just three sitting together, playing it safe.
But like you said, the issue comes on this Morphling now. He's like feeling like there's no space for him on the map to farm. He's just taking a bit of a sack right now. Both these supports camping up on the Brewmaster top.
Yeah, it's like right now they have three heroes shutting down a Jakira from farming. But on the other side, this Morphling's not getting anything. So it's a bit
They're gonna be
concerning for
able
the
to
side
set
of
up on him
Navi.
soon. Illidan's gonna force out the waveform, and here we go. The call's on the ready, but not in time. Lil gonna TP bottom though.
Only level 1 call, no
But
Blink Dagger
FNG's
yet.
here. Lil could be in trouble. They get off the Battle Hunger. There's the banish onto the Morphling as well. 3 TPs coming out from Navi. They want to turn this. Brewmaster does have split if they want to try to take this fight. But no, Brewmaster, he's going to cancel his port. He's going to secure the Morphling farming this lane. They don't want to engage yet.
Thought T-Spirit just back off the second they see those TPs come in. And they force rotations, and this just allows more space for the Jakira, I guess. But Brewmaster wasted his TP. He can't get bottom now, they know that, for the next minute.
I think that's a big one, because now they know next team fight, they take any other side of the map, Brewmaster can't get there.
Yeah, and maybe they get a rotation from G, who just comes with that power shot, that extra damage. They're going on FNG.
They do have the waveform available on Crystallize. They're going to go for this, but they're not going to hit onto FNG. But I think right clicks might do enough to bring on FNG. Crystallize going to pick himself up a kill, but now he gets caught in the core in a whole creep wave here. Crystallize taking up a lot of damage. Can he make it out of this? He's morphing his strength drastically, but he's going to get brought down. Double kill for DK Phobos. What the slam dunk on the Morphling.
Yeah, and this is quite concerning. DK Phobos had a great start, and now he's getting double kills in lanes. He's going to have like a super early Blink Dagger, or he's going to go for that pipe first. He might just go like pipe and stuff first. But if he goes for that Blink Dagger, it gives him a large amount of kill potential, especially on someone like a Morphling who can't morph during that time. And he finds Brewmaster top, gets a call on him, a bunch of spins, and the dunk.
That's... What a way to start this game for DK Phobos. 3-0 before the 10-minute mark. Now Slock making a play on the Kunkka bottom. Can they do anything to react to this? Crystallized TP's here, but he's just man against the world right now. Still 3 heroes in his lane, stopping him from farming it. Kunkka does drop there.
Yeah, that soul catcher damage coming out of that Shadow Demon is just such value in these fights. Extra 30% bonus damage makes it so much easier for the hero like Slark to get the kill. And just finds himself a nice easy kill there. They are going on Axe top.
This would be a big kill. Dendi's here. He has the Laguna Blade, but Axe is just so tanky here with this Vanguard. They get the X off him, and they should be able to bring him down. They don't use the Laguna Blade. They don't need to. And Dendi's going to pick himself off that kill anyway. That's a big one. 3 killing spree going toward Dendi, and let's check the gold influx from the fight recap. It's a good 600 gold in the pockets of Navi, and G getting caught here in the stun. Can they burst it down? X is on cooldown. G's just going to win on that off.
He's just going to run away, probably TP out like to mid or some other lane, or maybe even just run back. Yeah, he's just going to do the long run back, where at the same time T-Spirit are pressuring this bottom tower.
And this is the issue for me yet again. This Morphling still has nowhere on the map to catch up and farm.
Yeah, he's just really struggling. Yeah, he's got a ring of health now, so he has some regen, but you know, he's not hitting creeps, he's not farming. This Slark is just hitting creeps away.
Even coming to harass him here in the jungle, he gets off the banish. Dendi is making the rotations, but he can't really get onto FNG. He's just going to clean up these illusions here.
Yeah, and the side of Team Spirit, they're kind of doing exactly what they did in the last game, right? They're just putting so much pressure on their opponents all over the map, just running at them. And it's just paying off right now. This Morphling is sitting there 5th on the net worth right now.
And the thing is, Slark, he's caught up from his bad landing stage. He's 2-0-2, sitting at 50 CS. He's in a good place. Got his treads, got his killer completed up. His farm speed going to increase pretty heavily once he hits level 7 as well.
Yeah, and he's well on his way to getting something like a Shadow Blade or something. He's 2nd on the net worth, just behind DK Phobos, who just had an awesome time in lane. But you expect that when you have a melee versus melee matchup and you're playing the Axe.
Now the side of Navi are smoked up. They're looking for something here in the bottom lane. They can see the pressure and crystallize and they want to deal with it. If
Yeah, they
find
want
a
to use
slot,
this
that'd
first
be a
Bruce
big kill.
Blitz.
Buffer is here. They're going to pop the split immediately and they see Buffer, but is that the kill they want to go on? No, they're just going to cycle him in. They want the big kill. They want Illidan here on the slot. He gets off the debuff. He's going to pop the Dark Pact, sorry, the Shadow Dance. He's going to be walking away. He debuffs everything, in fact, and he's going to just walk away. He's fine. The Panda Bear is still chasing him. Can they burst on Illidan? Nope, they can't. He'll be fine. And that's a big rotation from Navi and not really getting anything, capitalizing on it.
Yeah, big rotation. They use the Bruce Split, get nothing out of it, which is a complete disaster. You always want your Bruce Split to be getting at least one kill. And
now on the flip side, Morphling getting pressured again. He gets caught in the stun. Crystallize. He gets off the strength morph, but forced to back off. And just this more time Crystallize isn't farming for.
Yeah, and you can just see he's just been pressured so much. His net worth is falling behind. He's like the same net worth as the Brewmaster, who didn't have the greatest laning stage either. And now Team Spirit just taking control of this map. Got the 3 cores, top 3 net worths, and then just making plays. G might be in a little trouble now. Just Wind runs away middle. Nothing gets out of that. Only thing we're lacking in this game is towers, right? No towers have fallen. It is 12 minutes in the game, which is quite unusual to have not seen a tower fall yet.
None of these teams have any like real pushes in the game or anything that sort of prioritizes tower at this point. Both teams went to the super greedy cores, right? This Slark, this Morphling, just heroes that want to farm for now. Yeah. But I will say for the side of Team Spirit, towers will become important once a Slark has Shadowblade for him to get in and out of these fights. Illidan, they're making the play on him. He's going to pop the Shadow Dance. He's going to try to get out. The body's there. And it's going to land on Slark. Going to bring him down. That is a huge kill for the side of Navi. Bringing down Illidan on the Slark.
Yeah, Kunkka finding himself a nice kill there. And Crystallize just helping out. And that's a big kill, especially because Slark uses ultimate and he still ends up falling. So not ideal there. And that'll just help Navi. That'll just make space right now for this Morphling to try to get a bit of farm, you know, not be pressured so much. Where on the side of Team Spirit, looks like they're making a play on middle.
They find the Kunkka. G's here. Can he get off the shackle? He doesn't actually latch, so it's not going to work. Kunkka throwing out the torn, not on the mark, but G's is going to clean him up anyway. With that focus fire, it's more than enough damage.
Yeah, focus fire with the javelin, you do a large amount of damage. Soul Catcher was on top of him too, so he just ends up falling. And that's quite funny, right? This focus fire, damage reduction 50% at its current level, but he gets a bonus of 30% from...
Uh-oh, Crystallize caught in the call here, taking a decent amount of damage. He gets off the strength morph. He should be fine. Bane's going to TP in to try to save him. A lot of pressure still on Crystallize. He gets off the Adaptive Strike, pushing Axe back. There's a sleeper as well. He's going to cancel that up with the illusion, so...
Yeah, he's going to TP top now. He doesn't want to face that lane. And we see Slark make a move onto General's Brewmaster.
Taking a lot of damage. But General's just baiting right now. He's 2 heroes in the area. They got Kunkka. There's the X. You cannot debuff the X. The Torrent's going to come out now as well. The boat's even there. And Slark, he might be in trouble. He gets off the Shadow Dance. But still a lot of damage here from Navi. Can they burst on Illidan? One more hit from the Mortling's going to do the job. That's a kill secured for Crystallize. Putting him right even with Illidan on Slark.
Yeah, definitely. Nice big pickup there. Unfortunately, only has a level 1 in the pound.
Oh, Phobos, what to play in middle. But there's a sleep. Lil's still surviving. He has brains up as well, but there's the shackles from G. Gonna bring down Lil.
Yeah, this should probably turn into a tower push in the mid lane right now. Navi probably going to come back to try to defend as much as possible. And just make space for this Morphling right now, who had a rough start. Now he's coming back into this game. Looks like he's going for boosted travel as a first item straight into Lincoln's. Wants to get that farm going. Jakira doing Jakira things bottom, throwing those liquid fires on the tower. Whereas mid, they're just starting to pressure this tower. They've got 3 heroes here. Axe farming the Ancients.
So we said this, the side of Team Spirit lacks push, and then Jakiro went for the max liquid fire build this game.
Yeah, you know, just slowly chip down towers. It's one way to take them. You know, you don't have to take them immediately. Just slowly chip them down. You're not facing anything like a tree and that can heal your towers. So it's a good way to go about it. Whereas Morphling, he's having a nice time top now, right? He's almost got his boots to travel. Another 70 gold to go. Then he can just be mobile all over the map and just try dodge all these lanes and get his farm up. And once he then gets that Lincoln's plus like an E-Blade or whatever item he decides to go for, he becomes a real threat on the map.
So DK Phobos found himself a nice 2-stack Ancients on the side of the Radiant map. His own side of the map, there's Ancient stacked for him. And he's just getting bigger and bigger by the minute. He's got Hood, Vanguard, and the Blink Dagger at 15 minutes.
Yeah, now he's gonna go for the... And then he's going to go for the Blade Mail. And if you're a Lina and you ever get called by this axe or Morphling when you like agility morphed, you're just going to die. Just going to kill yourself on that Blade Mail. So he wants to get that up as soon as possible. It gives him so much kill potential.
Now we are baiting here in the mid lane, all sitting on the high ground. They want G to show and they'll make a play on him.
G they know G's just spamming this lane, so they want to make a play on him.
They're going to wrap around. There's the X. Torrent going to not come out actually. In the backlines, Lil gets caught in the shackles. He might be in trouble. The split is there. Now we do want to fight this, but Lil going to be the first casualty. Actually, he gets off the brain sap. He's still surviving, but he drops in the end. In the backlines, G does get brought down by the boat combo.
Yeah, Brewmaster split plus Broads ends up falling. So nice rotation from Navi, but
Now the call is there. Can they pick up a kill on General? He's going to be in big trouble here. Taking a lot, and he's going to form.
yeah, so 2-for-2 trade coming out from the side of Navi there. They lost, also 2-for-1 trade actually. They only lost Wind Ranger,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so 2-for-1 trade. Wind Ranger for an offlaner plus a plus 5. When you're behind, probably worth it for the side of Navi. They also deny their tower, so that's gold off the map for the side of Team Spirit.
And they got the tower lost at top. So I guess it's kind of an even trade using split for that.
Yeah, and your Morphling is just farming this whole time, just trying to catch up. Like, he's not joining these fights, nothing. Where Illidan is in these fights. He does have his gold for his Shadow Blade now, if he decides to go for it.
TK Phobos. He's getting torrented up, but he doesn't even take damage from torrent right now. He's just massive.
Yeah, with the Hood plus the Vanguard, you're taking no damage, so he has nothing to worry about. Looks like they're going to make a play on the Morphling bottom. They do
There's
get
the
this.
ice spot. They get off the shackles as well, but Crystallize very quick on his keys. Got the strength morph already. He'll be fine.
Unfortunately, gets it off before the stun hits, so no potential on that kill. Illidan getting pressure top on the slog, has to pop his Shadow Dance and run away from the Brewmaster, who has a Blink Dagger.
An interesting thing about Jakiro's stun is that you can't perfectly chain it. Like, there is a time where you can get off spells like morph, and that's why you'll see the combo. Not a lot of people are a fan of it on Jakiro because you can pop your BKB or whatever before the combo actually goes off, even if you time it perfectly.
Yeah, his stun is not instant. It does have like a small delay before it applies it to you when you're in the ice. So that's one nice thing for Morphling. He can always get his more strength off from something like that. But if he does end up getting called by Axe like a blink call, he doesn't have a lot of time to react to that. There is a cast animation on that call, so he does have times to get off his morph, but he has to be real quick. He can't like be slow or hesitate or anything like that. He needs to just pop it, otherwise he's just gonna get blown up.
I mean, and we're saying like real quick, this is like milliseconds we're talking about. This is fractions, and we show Crystallize, he's been super fast on it so far this game, and I don't see a reason for him to change. Man's a monster carry. Never underestimate Crystallize on a hero like Morphling.
Yeah, he can definitely carry this game. He's doing a good job right now catching up. He's even with the Slark, he's even with the Lina. Just the Axe right now has pulled ahead of everyone. He's like 1,500 gold ahead of Dendy's Lina right now, who's next on the net worth. So he's having a monster time, and Axe becomes a real threat when it comes into the mid game, especially if he has his items, and he's well on his way to getting that blade mill, only 500 gold away.
Going to be farming up a triple stack right now, taking a lot of damage from these Ancients. The purples, Prowler doing a decent amount to him, but he's going to get it regardless. And he's got a full completed blade mill now as well, on top of his Hood plus Vanguard.
Yeah, so he's going to go back to base heal, and then they're probably going to make a smoke play or something with this Vanguard, with this blade mill. Or at least try to do some sort of gank somewhere on the map and reveal it that way, because that is just such a powerful item on this hero.
Illidan's going to scout out here. He sees Denny on the Lina, and he's just going to dodge the gank.
Yeah, he knows that the whole of Navi are top now. You can already see that Team Spirit are going bottom with 3 to push out that lane, try to do a trade. Jakira is TPing top though in an attempt to stall this. He does have the macro pyre to stall the creep wave.
She does have a TP available on him as well, and the Shrine is unfortunately not up for the side of Team Spirit.
And it looks like Team Spirit want to take this fight. They know the push is coming. They got that blade mail on the axe now. There's the smoke.
Navi are feeling scared. Nobody's showing on the map. I don't think Navi want to engage in a straight up 5v5 against Team Spirit.
Yeah, and the Slark's got his Shadow Blade, so he's scouting ahead of his team right now. But the side of Navi are just backing off. Crystallize is staying a little bit longer to farm up a neutral
Perfect
camp.
hero to bait.
They see the Slark. They've got the high ground right now, but they also see the Bane.
And General, he's actually going to go and he jumps in, gets 2 heroes at the clap. He's going to pop the primal split now. Going to stun up G. The combo not going to land onto the Slark, and Phobos, he gets off the combo, but there's low. He gets off the grip onto Phobos, and look at that, Crystallize doing so much damage. Here comes the Lucre Blender as well, bursting down Illidan. Phobos, he might be in trouble. Crystallize putting on the deeps. Can they burst on Phobos? This would be a huge kill for Crystallize. The banish is there from FNG, saving up the axe as long as he can. Oh, Crystallize with the cheeky play, but not on the mark, and FNG, he's going to be a straggler. He's going to get the use off, but he's going to drop in the end, and Morphling, he might be in trouble. There's the X marks on him. General wrapping around from the back. 3 heroes dead already for Team Spirit. Can they get the 4th? They do claim the 4th. He's dead. Phobos, the sole survivor for his team. Navi with a beautifully executed team fight.
Yeah, huge plays from Navi there. They had the sentry down for the Slark when he tried to re-engage with the Shadow Blade. Then he finds a stun at the Lina. Laguna Blade instantly blows him down. And once you lose your Slark that early in the game, you have no way to really like control the fight. You also lost your Wind Ranger. And then Axe just kind of got kited around and then controlled and beaten down.
And Ben played that so well. After the Axe blinked in for the core, he pops the Fiend's Grip on Axe, and there's nothing really to stop him then.
Yeah, FNG did make a great play there, saving his Axe by banishing him, so Axe had the time to blink out straight after the banish. But huge fight for Navi. They're going to be happy with the way things went there, and things are becoming a little bit scary for the side of Team Spirit now, because this Morphling is catching up. He's almost got his Lincolns, he's got his boots of travel, so he's super mobile, can farm super well.
Yeah, the
Where on
game's
the other
looking...
side,
almost dead even. 11 to 10 in kill score. Net worth, just a 2k difference in favor of Team Spirit. And experience graph, just 2k as well. Bottom lane, Lil getting gone on the Axe is there with the core, but here comes Dendy, here comes Crystallize. Axe might be in big trouble, he's in deep. Illidan is here, he pops the Dark back, and ooh, FNG surviving on a slither of HP, gets off the banish to save himself. General doesn't have split for another 15 seconds, so I don't think Navi want to commit too heavily for this fight. Axe, he dodges out the X, and he's gonna blink it, he catches 2 heroes, he's doing a decent amount here. Illidan's there, wailing on General as well. They get 1, they get 2, but now comes the boat. They catch Illidan, Crystallize wailing on the stock, he picks up the kill. It's a 2 for 2 trade so far, make that 3 for 2. Phobos with the slam dunk. Crystallize, he's a win runner now, he's win running up, he's doing his thing, but he gets caught in the call as well. He might be in big trouble. Dendy's in the backline trying to save up his hero. Crystallize gets off the strength morph, he's just too tanky to bring down. These 2 cores of Navi putting in work, and they're gonna survive, that's the important thing.
Yeah, huge plays by DK Phobos there on the Axe though. Like, he gets X'd, he runs forward, he baits the call, so the Kunkka pulls him back and then blinks straight after the call and gets a 2-man call. Like, that's just heads up play coming on from a player when he knows, like, his only way to catch this team fight is to get that call off. Like, my gosh. And good fight coming out from the side of Navi there though. They lose offlaner plus a support and kill a mid plus a core, plus a carry, so they're gonna be quite happy with that.
Definitely, and the thing is, they're managing to burst on Illidan in all these engagements. Morphling just wailing on with the amount of spell damage, and right click he does. Lina with the AoE lockdown, and Illidan's not having an easy game so far. He's almost 2k behind. Actually, he is 2k behind. Crystallize on his Morphling already.
Yeah, he's died twice in 2 team fights now. It's real hard for him because there's just so much AoE spells that get thrown on the ground, so much save. Like, you got to go through the Kunkka Ram. You can't really kill Brewmaster with the splits. And like, it's not easy for him. So he definitely needs a BKB. I'm interested to see if he goes for that early or if he goes for the Echo Saber first before the BKB.
I think this is most likely a BKB. I think going Echo Saber would just be a little too greedy, and he doesn't really have heroes to just pick off in the backline. Like, Bane isn't the easiest target. Like, Brewmaster is a real no-no. Lina's got a Yule Scepter, going to be working towards oh, he has a Shadow Blade as well. So very elusive targets for him to get these solo pickoffs.
Yeah, so he's just not the best hero in the situations that have been put in right now. And the side of Navi are just kind of sticking quite close to each other. So just getting solo pickoffs is probably not viable. But Team Spirit is taking down like towers and pushing towers. Looks like they're going to back off from bottom.
They definitely have quite an advantage over Navi.
Yeah, they got the map control right now, keeping Navi kind of bundled up as 5 on their side of the map. But Navi have won the last 2 team fights, so we can expect this game to start turning around.
The vision game is quite even as well here in the jungle. Both teams have the thing scouting this side, scouting that out. Oh, Kunkka misses the ward here. He has a sentry ward, but it's behind the tree, so he doesn't actually scout out the ward.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. We see the side of Team Spirit, 4 people going bottom. Slark just kind of bombing up in the jungle right now. They want to pressure this tower, whereas Navi's just going to go mid. Take this mid tower. It's going to be dead in like 3 hits. Oh, unfortunately, Morphling does not get the last hit. Goes to the Radiant there, which...
Then he's gonna find a DD and actually just gonna walk into Roche. The amount of damage coming onto this Roshan is actually insane right now. I don't think Team Spirit even know what's up. Looks like DK Phobos is walking. The TPs are coming. They do know what's going on, but can they react in time? That is the question. Phobos is coming. He's farming up the creep wave. He doesn't want to show just yet, and Roshan's gonna drop. Crystallize has an Aegis in his pocket.
Yeah, Navi finding a free Roshan there. Nobody to like really stop them. Nobody in position. Probably found out too late that they were rushing, and now they're all Gucci. And this is just looking better and better for Navi, right? We did say we preferred Navi's draft going into the later portion of the game as they come out of the laning stage, okay? And even though the Morphling struggled a little bit in the beginning, he is now second on the net worth, only 500 behind the Axe, who just had a monster time. And a farm Morphling is a scary hero to face.
And outside of the laning phase, I don't really recall Crystallize dying at all. And now he has the Aegis in his pocket, the Ghost Scepter there as well. I think this might just be the cue for Crystallize to go take over this game.
Yeah, he's going to farm up that Eagle Song first, right? It's just so much kill potential. And once you have that Eagle Song, heroes like Wind Ranger are in a lot of trouble because he's just going to throw him down with the E-Blade and the combo. It'll put him on such low HP. Then you got the Lina to follow up, or Kunkka, and that's just a dead G. He is going for the BKB, does almost have it, which is a wise decision, is going to need it. The Slark also most likely going for BKB. We can't tell just yet, but it looks like he's farming for one.
And other than DK Phobos, the cores on the side of Team Spirit struggling a little bit. Stock 1,000 gold behind the Morphling. DK Phobos, G sitting a good 1,000 gold behind Dendy as well. The course of the side of Navi looking a lot stronger right now.
Yeah,
look at that. Definitely. Morphling actually overtook the Axe now as well.
Yeah, so Morphling is just going to be farming up a Storm, and he's going to become a real threat on this map. You're going to have to worry about that here. Right now, we just see the side of Team Spirit slowly pushing down the top tower, using that Liquid Fire. They do have a wagon hitting on it. force out the glyph, but get some damage in. Probably going to be a denied tower top. So that's the second denied tower coming out from the side of Navi. Which is just a lot of like gold off the map for your opponent, right? Because now after recent changes, you just get absolutely no gold if the tower gets denied.
And look at this.
7 HP, go for the deny. Come on, prove me right.
Are they thinking it? They know.
They know, they're baiting it, right? They're gonna
All
bait
right.
that tower. That's the
They
plan.
want Slock to run in and be like, oh guys, checking me, I'm gonna get a tower last hit for free, and then bam, he's dead.
Oh
Okay,
no,
then
we
he's
see
gonna come indeed.
Dendi,
Then
yeah,
he's the
he's
star
going for
player, he
it.
has to get the stuff, you know?
Yeah, he needs the
Gotta
denies.
make his scoreboard look good.
We'll make Nahaz proud. You know, stats mean everything. Just get those deny towers under your belt.
He just see the Nahas going on a rant about the player with the most denied towers, statistically speaking.
And we see G's just gonna push up bottom. He doesn't have a TP on him though, and we see 4 people from Navi, or 5 people from Navi top actually. So they're gonna pressure that tower. And Navi's gonna see G here. No, he doesn't have a TP, so they might decide maybe, you know, we put a little bit more pressure high ground, but probably not, right?
I think Team Spirit had a similar thought of Navi 10 minutes ago, where they just don't really want to take head-on engagements. They want to be dodging these fights unless it's like a perfect situation. And here we go. They're going to make the jump on Crystallize. Just putting some harass there, getting some stacks on the slot. Crystallize really doesn't care right now. He's a morphling. He's got
he
ages.
just off strength. He's
And
got ages, so he'll be fine.
500 gold off of having the E-Blade completed.
And we see side of Navi, they just TP back now. They're happy with what they did top. Don't want to be together too long. Go sort out their lanes. Lots of farm for Crystallized bottom. He's like 500 gold away from his E-Blade, so he's happy.
And this is fine for the side of Navi, right? They can just use this Aegis to secure 6 minutes of free farm, and that's okay because they have these cores like Lina and Morphling that are just going to scale and outfarm you so hard with the map control that they have right now.
Yeah, and this is the big, like, this is the time now for Team Spirit, right? They just got both BKBs on both their cores. You don't build BKBs to farm, you build them to fight. So probably going to see a move coming out from the side of Team Spirit here to try to take a fight with their BKBs, which will help them a lot, right? You don't have to worry about the Morphling shotgun, don't have to worry about Lina so much. She does right-click pretty hard though.
Yeah, Navi pushing this off bottom lane. They want to take the tier 1 tower. If they get a couple of wards, maybe they even go for the tier 2 push. But like you said, the side of Team Spirit, they're ready. They have their BKBs now. They can fight.
Yeah, they're definitely going to try to take this fight to the BKBs. Like, there's no reason to be building BKB unless you're planning to fight. So they are going to let the tier 1 tower just fall bottom, probably preparing for the tier 2 if the side of Navi decide to push, which is most likely what's going to happen. Their mid lane is pushing in though slightly, so they do have to worry about that.
Obviously waiting. They're going to spam out for this tier 2. Navi haven't seen the BKBs just yet, but I'm sure they can sort of sense it.
They know Slark has the BKB. They saw farming top, so they know that for 100%. And I don't know if they've seen G's BKB, but they know the Slark has one. And G just, you know, spamming out those power shots, keeping the creep wave back, where Navi trying to look for that opening for the initiation to find them in the back line.
Crystallize going to be sieging up this tower. He's going to get stunned up. Phobos is here. Going to pop the Lincolns with the Battle Hunger. And they're just harassing up here. This long range harass and spam out is just doing a good job at defending this tier 2 tower.
Yeah, and FNG was spamming right on top with the pings, on top of General and the Kunkka, so they knew that they were there.
And that whole time, Iligen was just farming. He didn't come there at all. He scored up 1,500 gold in that time, so that's a pretty good hold from the side of Team Spirit. Keeping the Navi hero at bay and just getting their Slark some more farm.
Yeah, they're getting Slark a bit more farm. And he is still 4,000 gold behind this Morphling, so he is quite a ways behind. Steals the bounty rune right in front of Lil.
There's the sleep.
But
They have the grip. They're going to come up straight into the sleep, so he can't even get the dark backed off, and he's just going to get blown up.
Yeah, he picks up a bounty right in front of Lil's Bane, who has a sentry, props it down, gets a sleep off. Surprise Crystallize didn't pop anything like the Dark Pact or something like that.
Yeah, I'm also shocked, because I think if he had his dark back there, he more or less would have been okay.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to be locked down like that and would have been okay. But and now Dendi finds FNG, gets called though.
Uh-oh, Phobos is there, he gets a big call, but there's the save from Lil. Getting off the sleep, General gets in, gets a 2-man clap. Trying to get off the Primal Split, but he's getting kited up by the disruption. There we go. Dendi gets a stun onto Phobos. The Primal Split is out. They're going to start charging Biver, then backlines. They get the Cyclone off on two heroes. Double Cyclone and the Torrent in the backlines. FNG trying to do his thing, but heroes are just dropping all around. Navi are just charging down Team Spirit. G is getting held there by the sleeper, and here comes the boat, but he gets off his BKB in time. Going to save him there. Dendi going to miss the stun onto FNG. FNG still going to survive. Hero, he buys back now. Can they save their tower? Can they keep the heroes alive? Nope. FNG gets popped by the E-Blade combo.
No, he gets combo done. Now we see the Slark chasing though. He wants to fight now. He's got his BKB
He gets
ready.
Crystallize. No Aegis aren't available anymore. It's expired. Crystallize stalling up here with the Adaptive Strike onto the axe. Keeping his team alive. Keeping himself alive. Low getting gone on, but he has the sleep. He's just going to stall for his team, and he's happy to die for the cause.
Yeah, they lose both their supports, but they did manage to do a little bit of tower damage, force out some buybacks from the enemy side, get some kills. So, and it's BKBs with Team Spirit where they're not winning the fight right now. So the side of Navi's got to be feeling really confident right now. They did use their bruise splits, so they got to wait for that to come on cooldown before the next team fight. But that shotgun just doing so much damage. He uses it on FNG in the beginning of the fight, puts him like 10 HP, then just uses it on the end of the fight to just finish him off. FNG can have a pretty rough time versus that with his current items. He is playing that 5 position pretty poor. You know, just playing that solo role from VP. Just running around doing wards, throwing his spells.
Oh, in the mid lane, Phobos gets a call. What the Blade Mail did. Dendy taking a lot of damage, but the E-Blade from Crystallize to save Dendy. Dendy's still surviving, but he's going to drop finally now. General, he jumps in, trying to make the play on G, and here comes the boat onto Phobos. Can they burst him down? General caught between 3 heroes. Navi in quite a precarious situation right now. General getting called up here by Phobos as well. The Shackles is there. G doing the damage, and Navi don't want to actually take this fight. They're just going to drop him. 3 heroes dead, and Crystallize died as well in that engagement.
Yeah, he got shackled on the backline by G's Windranger, and then like the power shot just came through when he was on the lowest of low HP because he was shackled in the macro pyre and he wasn't morphing strength during that time. And then the power shot comes through, just snipes him up, he ends up dying. They get 3 kills, and now they're gonna go high ground. They're gonna try to pull some buybacks here.
General, the first one to buyback. The stall is there from Lil, keeping Phobos at bay, but he's not the one hitting the tower. G, Illidan doing their thing. Slark has 15 stacks of stolen essence shifts. And the kite is there, they're jumping on a General. He does have the split, but can he get it off in time? No, he's gonna... Oh, he doesn't get it off. It's a dieback. General is dead, and this might just mean the racks.
Yeah, Team Spirit finding that pick off on General right there. He did have the bruise split, but he didn't manage to get it off because FNG finds the banish onto him and they just blow him up straight after. And this is going to be a rack for the side of Team Spirit.
They get the X on the Phobos. But Phobos doesn't care. He's just too tanky. He doesn't have the BKB. He's just baiting now for his team. Now Crystallize, he does respawn. Phobos gonna pop the BKB. Can he get the call on Crystallize? He does. Illidan is there. Can they burst on Crystallize? Crystallize strength morphing as best as he can, but the damage is so much. He gets banished up now. Crystallize gonna make it out.
With the Coco Ram, really hard kill to get.
It's not gonna BKB to dodge that X. Correct decision. They got the melee racks. They got buybacks. And Team Spirit back in control of this game.
Yeah, one team fight that just goes their way, get a racks, and now they're looking in a real good position. Roshan is up, so one more team fight like that, whoever takes it ends up can get Roshan, which is a good objective to take to allow you to go high ground. But damn, this game was looking so favored for Navi, and straight after that, it's just turned on its head.
They just take one bad fight where Dendy gets caught out and the heroes just go in there, and it's the sort of chain feed that happens with Crystallize dying, and it just becomes a disaster now. 7k net worth in favor of Team Spirit. They Navi are racks down, and damn, the pressure is mounted.
Yeah, that 2-man shackle that came out from G just on both cores, right? You got Dendy and Crystallize with one shackle, and you get the kill with that one shackle on both those heroes. Just completely turn out the fun. We see Navi going into Roshan now, just trying to take it as fast as possible. Hopefully the side of Team Spirit don't know what's going on for them.
Yeah, correct play from Navi. I think that's what they need to actually win a fight again, because Team Spirit are have the momentum, they have this net worth lead. And this Axe, he's got the BKB as well, so it's triple BKB on the cause of Team Spirit. And now they see the shackle shot in the back lines. The Kunka's holding him in place, but Axe gonna blink in, but he's gonna get cancelled up. The Brain Sleep is there, he doesn't get the call off. There's a Fiend's Grip as well. Phobos getting completely kited up. Crystallize going in, he gets off the E-Blade combo, pops the Jakiro. Axe, Phobos, he pops the BKB. But can he actually catch anybody? He's just going to TP away. So does FNG, but he doesn't make it out.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, Navi take a great team fight there. Crystallize plays so well on this Morphling. He turns into the Shadow Demon, banishes the Shadow Demon before Shadow Demon could save his teammate. And then, like, just ends up getting kills and just... I don't know, these players are just playing so good in this game. Lil gets like an instant sleeper for the Axe initiation in the beginning and just turns it on the fight for his team. And they got Roshan. So now this game... looking good for Navi again, even though they're 1 racks down. It's all over the place.
Cheese in their pockets. On the right side for the side of Team Spirit, their lanes were all pushed out. They're going to get the bottom lane bounty runes with the Slark, I assume. So Navi don't get any real building damage, but they still got the Aegis, they got the cheese, and they got 2 support kills, like you said earlier.
Yeah,
Topsy-turvy game.
Topsy-turvy game. Seems like it could go anywhere, right? Whoever gets the better initiation right now seems to be the one that comes out ahead. We do see a gem on the Kunka right now with the 4-staff, so they have that vision for that Invis Slark.
And as you see, the support Kunkas, he goes for the 120 torrent damage talent instead of the 10 HP regen.
Yeah, well, his goal in the background is just to throw as many spells as he can, right? You don't want to really be in the front line. Maybe get 1 or 2 Tidebringers off in a fight, but it doesn't even do that much damage, so it's not really a priority for him.
Side of Team Spirit, they all gathered up in the bottom lane. The regen rune gets scouted. It's baiting all these heroes in. Dendi actually walks forward. He might be in trouble, but there's the pain sleep to save him out. Dendi, he's getting busted on, and he dies before he can even get the cheese or the Yule Scepter off. Now Crystallize, he throws out the E-Blade onto the Slug. Slug gets off the Shadow Dance though, and now they're right by the shrine. Team Spirit, they want to bring down Crystallize, who has the BKB. They force it out. Crystallize, he turns into Wind Ranger. He's going to pop the Wind Run, and it looks like Navi just want to get the hell out of here. 2 heroes going to drop. And
Yeah,
Crystallize on the run. Navi on the run. Looks like Team Spirit want to chase, but do they have anything to catch these heroes? She's on the move. Illidan pops the Shadow Blade. Can he catch Valier there? He has the pounce in 3 seconds. The shackles is there. And Team Spirit are diving the base of Navi right now. Navi can't do anything to stop this. There's Crystallize. He throws out the E-Blade, forces out the BKB on Illidan, and the Kunkka, he's going to fall. He doesn't have buyback. Lil is going to buy back though. He does have grip available. Can he find anybody? He gets the sleep off into FNG. Can Navi fight though is the question. Still 2 heroes dead. Then he's 36 seconds before he's back up.
Yeah, and like this is just some CIS Dota going on right here. Just straight into the enemy base. We're diving you, forcing out those buybacks, and now they're just going to start hitting this tower.
Aegis, cheese, Team Spirit don't care. They're going to fight anyway. They burst on Dendi before he even gets the cheese off the start of their engagement. Now they're hitting on the back door here. Rax, tier 3 dropping pretty low. Illidan has so many stacks on him.
Yeah, we see a glyph. Illidan has 11 stacks in him, which turns into 33 agility. That's a large amount of agility, to be honest. Like,
and Phobos breaks in the backline. He's going on Lil. Lil used his buyback here, and Lil might be in trouble. There's a Shadow Demon disruption from Crystallize. Hurt the save. DK Phobos.
And they just throwing out as many spells as they can on the side of Navi, right? Just to deter their opponents from taking the Shrax. But we see the side of Team Spirit. They don't want to leave. They want to stay here. They're looking for that opening right now.
Illidan, they don't have a sentry down. They don't know he's here. The Kunkka died with the gem. He can go on this fight whenever he wants to, and now he's going to start wailing on the Kunkka. He's got 20 stolen agility stacks, and there Phobos, he goes in. Call not on the mark though, but the Rax still taking so much damage from the double siege wagon. The grip is there, but no, he debuffs it. He gets off the pack before the grip comes out. Slock is fine. Crystallize doing his best to hold his base here, but even with the Aegis, Team Spirit just don't care right now.
Yeah, Team Spirits, they just backing off at the right times, regenning up, and then just continuing with what they're doing. And they're slowly just chipping down on this melee Rax.
And Illidan, he still has the essence shifts on him. He can go back in whenever he wants to. Gonna start wearing off now. He has the BKB again. Morphling running around mana. He might have to go to base to get the regen. And there we go. TK Phobos, he gets us off the core. But the Yule Scepter's there from Danny, keeping Crystallize alive. He still has the Aegis. He's gonna turn into Jakiro, but the melee Rax drops. The second Rax of the game fallen for Navi. Phobos, he's up in the air from the Bruce Split. They catch FNG in the back lines. Phobos, he's by himself. I think he'll be happy to tank one for the team right now. And they're still chasing him, but I don't even know if they get him. He slept up. There's a stun there from Dendi. Phobos, he's just so tanky right now. But he's going to fall eventually. The Lugana Blade going to do the trick.
Yeah, so the side of T-Spirit, they do lose 2 heroes there, but they managed to take another melee Rax, and this just puts them in a great position in this game. And like they're fighting into Aegis and cheese, and they just do not care right now. Like they don't even they just go on this morphling. If we get the kill, we get the kill, we get Aegis. But if we don't, we send him back to base to regen because he's now full strength. Doesn't really do much in the fight, and then we just hit your buildings, and that's how they play in this game. You see the Lincoln's on the slog, so he's quite tanky. He's got that BKB as well, so he's not the easiest kill either. And with the amount of essence shift stacks he had, he was just
decimating the base. So now you see, like, we got this E-Blade Morphling who's like by far the most farmed hero on the map. He had the Aegis, but he's just not doing anything because he got the triple BKB on the side of Team Spirit. And you just, Morphling can't burst anybody down. There's so much sustain, so much heals. And yeah, Navi in a tough place right now. 2 Raxes down.
Yeah, 2 Raxes down. They're trying to put some pressure on mid. Their team is coming, but they don't have the blue spirit for 20 seconds.
And Crystallized Aegis did just expire now as well, so I don't think Navi can get anything here.
Yeah, they're going to back off here. And, you know, when you're playing a Shadow Demon versus a Morphling, you're always happy to banish him, you know, get your own illusions, do a large amount of damage in the fights. It looks like they just go for the bounty
looking
runes
for
now.
a pick off here. He's super high off. He misses the stun on G, unfortunately.
Doesn't get that stun, and side of Team Spirits are just feeling real good right now about this game. They're like, we 2 Raxes up, boys. We can just wait for the next Roshan and take that fight, and then just go push our top and try to finish this game. Kind of rinse and repeat from last game.
Yeah, the net worth lead isn't that big, 6k. Morphling's still the most farmed hero in the game, but I feel like Navi are gonna, like, this is the whole match. They've been making good moves, but it feels like Team Spirit have been doing a really good job of shoving out these waves. It doesn't feel like Navi could ever get to the towers and really push it out freely.
Yeah, 100%. And now Navi, they need to do something, right? They need to find a way to get back into this game. Team Spirit playing so aggressive. Another 5-man smoke coming out from them all the way outside Navi's base. They know exactly where they want to take a team fight. Outside their opponent's base, because if they win that fight, they win the game straight up.
Crystallize, is he going to take the bait and go farm this creep wave? We're just waiting up on his high ground. He knows something's up. The dire scan is there. Sorry, radiant scan is there. Not going to hit on anybody though, so they know they're bottom.
And they
Phobos
Glimmer
walking up
PK
the high ground.
Phobos, but nah, he gets spotted. Crystallize immediately starts morphing strength, so they don't go for that play. And they're just going to back off now and go for shrines. And yeah, control more of the map, take those shrines, get more farm, maybe get up a bigger lead, wait for the next Roshan, and then try to finish this game off.
He can be spawned in the next minute or the next 4 minutes, the Roshan. And if they kill the shrine, they have complete control of the Roshan area. They got their deep wards down anyway, so maybe Roshan and Aegis. That's going to be Refresher Shot Aegis, in fact. So that'll be, might be Team Spirit Q to win this game.
Yeah, Refresher Shot Aegis. Do they have any heroes that are great with the Refresher Shot? Will they make a play?
Gets off the core, but not going to hit on anybody. Lil is up deep on the high ground. Boat comes out to kind of keep him alive longer. He has the banish, sorry, the sleep to keep him going, but he's just going to drop. 55 seconds, he's out of the game. Here's Yule Scepter onto the Brewmaster. Brewmaster might be in trouble. Jeez, yeah, he pops the BKB and trying to bring down General, who has the Brewmaster split. He's going to get saved up by Crystallize. E-Blade, but in the backline, Denny, he's getting charged down. He pops his BKB, he wants to kill Denny. The buyback is there from the Kunkka. General still holding on to the split. Navi, not sure how to take this engagement with Team Spirit just running at them, splitting them up in this fight.
Yeah, they have the blue split, but they're just not able to use it in these team fights. And right now, Lil doesn't have buyback, dead for 22 seconds. This is going to be another easy dead shrine. And it just feels like the side of Team Spirit just have all the fighting power and sustain in the world right now. Slark just goes in versus, gets regened up. This Axe has 70 natural HP regen in a second, which is actually just quite disgusting. Jakiro is just so farmed. He's got that Urn, Glimmer, Force, Yules. Like, how often do you see a Jakiro with so much farm in a game?
Yeah, it's actually crazy. And now that you like, the thing about the best part about Team Spirit Draft is that they can take these mini engagements, back off and go again. They have all these low cooldown spells, and kids can go to continuously fight all the time. Whereas Navi, they have these big spells like the Blue Split, like the Kunkka Boat, and things they have to wait for. Whereas Team Spirit can just continuously fight all the time.
Yeah, the only thing Team Spirit really have to wait for in fights is the Shadow Dance.
Navi, Smoke, gonna get scarred out almost immediately. Phobos' call, not on the mark. Actually, does catch the Kunkka. What am I saying? Illidan putting on a decent amount of damage there on the Kunkka, but the save is there from Crystallize with the banish. Kunkka still standing, and Jakiro gets picked off in the backlines by the Brewmaster split. And now, Illidan actually getting gone on here. He gets caught in the Fiend's grip. No debuff here. Crystallize trying to burst down the Slug. Can he do it? He's trying. He bursts down Slug. Illidan is dead. Crystallize with the big kill there. And now FNG, he's caught in the backline. General gonna burst him down. 3 heroes dead. Jakiro buys back. He comes into the TP boost. And he's on the run now. Team Spirit on the retreat. Can Navi catch these couple of heroes? This would be huge to secure the next Roshan.
Yeah, Lil on the bane, getting the perfect Fiend's grip onto Illidan's Slark there. Straight after the death pack goes off. Chucks out the Fiend's grip, gets like a full duration, and they end up getting the kill, which just turns the whole fight around for Navi there. And now, it's all about this next Roshan. It only spawns in 25 seconds, by the looks of it. Yeah, 25 seconds.
Still quite a window with the Slark being down if Navi can get there, but the bottom lane completely shoving in. Crystallize forced to TP, shove that wave out.
Yeah, and without Crystallize, they can't really take down that Rosh. So, probably not going to get the Rosh, but they do have a small timing window to take it if it spawns during this time. And we already see Team Spirit going towards the Roshan to scout it out.
They find Lil. This is a disaster. Lil going to get picked off. He gets busted immediately, and he doesn't have buyback, so Roshan, not really a possibility for Navi anymore. And I feel like this is Navi's way back in the game. They have to take the Roshan fight, because if the Refresher Shot, the Aegis, and the Cheese goes to Team Spirit, they're just going to run away with the game, I feel.
Yeah, but they have to worry about their bottom lane, which is just pushing in constantly into their base, as well as watch out for Roshan. Team Spirit, unfortunately, Roshan just spawned. They didn't scout it out there, so they don't know it's up. They probably do want their Slark alive, though, before they try to go for it. There is a scan from the side of Navi there, scouting out where Team Spirit is, so they probably feel like they're rushing.
Crystallize, 400 gold off buyback. He just needs 1 or 2 kills in this Roshan fight to have that. And like I said, I feel that Navi have to take this fight by Roshan. Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher to Team Spirit. I don't think they'll be able to deal with it despite having high ground advantage for the next push.
Yeah, like they were struggling to fight against Navi when they had the Aegis and Cheese themselves. So now, with Team Spirit having the Aegis and Cheese, it's not going to be an easy fight. That's like a double PKP for someone, double Shadow Dance for Slark. If he goes for the Refresher Shot, now he just takes the Aegis. We see Refresher Shot going to Jakiro, so double Macropire, double Ice Path.
Hey, when your Jakiro's this farmed, I think he's the right hero to give it to.
Yeah, definitely. Jakiro, he's got good spells. They might give it to someone else. We'll see how the fight goes down, but most likely going to stay on the Jakiro. And now, looks like the side of T-Spirit are just going to move top as 5 and try to push out that lane. They know the other lanes are all Gucci because they have those Raxes.
No, Navi, this feels like this could be potentially the last fight. Buyback status we do have on the Morphling. Actually, most of these heroes, everybody has buyback, but I don't know if it's enough to keep Navi in this game. This will be their last hurrah. I feel like this could be a good fight, but it's going to be an uphill battle for Navi for sure.
Yeah, Navi, they have to get that Bruce split off in the back lines. They have to make sure that Crystallize gets his E-Blade combo off on someone. And this is all going to come down to who initiates better. Right now, they forced out the Slug ultimate, which is really good, right? That's another 60 seconds.
No Shadow Dance. Is this a little window for Navi to take the fight is the question.
It's pretty hard. Axe is just being spammed with illusions from the Shadow Demon, and then obviously those illusions also spin, so pushing out the creep
he
wave.
Gets caught by the core. E-Blade gonna get chucked out on him, but not doing all that much damage. He's gonna force out his BKB as well, so Team Spirit running thin here with abilities and BKBs.
Yeah, they're using spells because they don't want to get caught out, and they know if they get caught out, it's just gonna buy more time for their opponents, so they'd rather just play it safe. But now with the BKBs on cooldown and Shadow Dance on cooldown, Team Spirit aren't gonna try pressure too hard. They don't want to take a fight now till those are ready. Whereas the side of Navi, they're just going to stay in their base, try farm it up, try, catch up in this game.
So yeah, Slock going to have Shadow Dance back up in 15 seconds. The BKB on Axe, 40 seconds before that's back up. But I feel like Axe can kind of fight a lot the BKB. He's level 25 now.
Oh yeah, definitely Axe. He's also going for that heart. Once he gets that heart, like, I'm not even sure what you replace for your heart, to be honest. Your trades, get rid of those, and you just be this tanky 4k monster in the front line.
Yeah, and you can even YOLO in this fight. He's sitting at 5k gold. That's enough for buyback and TB boots for the siege.
Yeah, if he wants to, he can buy back and TB boots back in. And they're just making Shadow Demon illusions of this Axe constantly and just sending them down this top lane over and over again. Getting 1 or 2 hits off on the tower. Not doing a lot of damage, but every little bit counts.
It's 50 gold in the pocket of Crystallize for each of those illusions. So he's getting a decent amount of farm from that. The way illusion gold scales now.
Yeah, he's trying to get his butterfly, but he's still quite a ways away from having butterfly plus buyback, so nothing really to worry about. But they are slowly chipping down this tower, right? 855 HP left on it, just spamming out those Axe illusions. Navi has to deal with multiple lanes, and we see Dendi goes in Vizier, maybe looking for a play. Nah, he's just going to run bottom, push out that lane.
Yeah, he's 25 as well, so I'm not sure which talent he's going to go for, but one is a lot of wave push for the side of Navi with the Dragon Slave cooldown, and the other one just extra attack range just to be that sort of sniper cannon at the back line.
Yeah, he doesn't really right click that hard anymore this stage of the game. Ooh, gets caught up by G with the shackle, instantly blown up with the double damage. My gosh.
Oh man, Denny's out 100 seconds. He does have the buyback.
Top,
Can be forced to use it immediately. Crystallize trying to take this fight, seeing G bottom. And he's gonna get turned into Axe. He gets off the core, but the Bruce split gonna cyclone up the Axe for quite a long time. And now Dendi throws out the stun onto G. Can they burst him down? The boat's gonna follow, but he gets off the BKB. He gets off the win run. He'll be fine. And I feel like we're at the calm before the storm right now. This fight could break out at any point with heroes just dropping left, right, and center.
Yeah, Danny does not want to be caught out now. He is on buyback, so if he dies, he ain't coming back for a long time.
Illidan's gonna walk up high ground. He gets caught up by Crystallizer's Axe transformation. Illidan, he's caught in the Fiend's grip. He's taking a lot of damage, sitting at about half HP. He still has Shadow Dance. He still has the Aegis though. He'll be okay.
He's got that Enfeeble on him. Unfortunately, you can't take that spell off, but he'll be fine. And just playing super aggressive, and every time he loses a little bit of HP, just pounces out, regens it up with his ultimate, and then comes back again.
Tier 3 about to tick down. His illusions might do the trick. Or gonna get bursted down by Crystallize and Dendi.
Yeah, they're gonna just liquid fire the tower. No, doesn't actually get the liquid fire off. So Navi managing to hold this tower even after all of that. But they're feeling the pressure right now.
Because they know one mistake from their part and they just lose the game, right?
Yeah. So they're feeling the pressure right now, and there's the initiation onto the Brewmaster.
Yeah, can they burst him down? They do. He's done. No, has no split available. He's going to buy back almost immediately. The boat's going to come on. Not going to do that much in the backline. G gets the shackles off. Burst down low. Who also buys back now. And Dendi, he gets caught. Abyssal Blade is there through his BKB. Lil's there. General trying to fight up. He just popped the BKB, trying to man fight. But this Axe is just so damn tanky right now. Crystallize trying to do his thing as well. Can they burst down Phobos? They do. Phobos is dead. They get off the play. Laguna Blade going to do the trick. The Rack's still standing. FNG going to get nuked in the backline as well. Navi sort of taking this fight with the buybacks. G caught in the Cyclone. Can they burst down the Wind Ranger as well? They trying one more hit and G's dead as well. He doesn't have buyback. And Navi hold the base.
Navi. Yeah, with all those buybacks, they hold their base. It was very costly for them, but they managed to get 4 kills off in the back line right now as the Team Spirit was trying to disengage. They got their gem back as well. A good defense by Navi, still holding themselves in this game, getting some levels and experience. Huge swing in gold.
So they used 3 of the buybacks there. Lina actually doesn't have buyback, so she, actually 4 buybacks, so she had to use it at the start of the fight. Morphling the sole hero with the buyback, and he's going to go for the Mjolnir up next just to survive up against these super creeps.
Yeah, and even with those 3 buybacks, Navi still got a 2,500 gold lead and like 5,000 experience. So
Illidan, they
helps him
have
out
the
a
grip
lot.
for him. They might actually be able to burst down the slug. Illidan getting caught out here. There's the damage from Denny with the Laguna Blade, and he's dead.
Yeah, and they find out that they kill that Slock, and that's a 5-man wipe technically. It wasn't in the same fight, but now
Denny-
Navi looking good place. They can find some places to farm and maybe push out some of their lanes.
Sitting on 5.5k gold, he went for the extra attack range challenge, so he can just buy a Daedalus or a Bloodthorn or something now, and he'll just become that super high damage right-clicker hero for his team if he wants to be.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't get caught out by spells in a fight and doesn't get wailed on by that Slock, he can just dish out an insane amount of damage on this Lina going for that right-click build.
So he hasn't committed for anything just yet. His team's pushing
And we
down
see
mid.
Navi
He goes for
pushing
the
mid,
Hex.
yeah. Navi want to force out some buybacks here. They don't have Dendi with them. He is making his way, has an Invis rune.
Brewmaster does have a split available. Crystallize is going to drop down. Okay, that's not his Macropire. He's throwing out a lot of spells here as the Jakira, and he's going to start wailing on the barracks again. Or on the tier 3 rather. And Brewmaster split is committed already. Slock hasn't bought back yet. He does have the buyback if need be. Tier 3 gonna fall. Crimson God kind of making his buildings tankier, but not tanky enough against the level 25 Morphling.
Definitely not. Ooh, they
Shackles
find the
there from
shackle.
G, but it's forced off keeping Crystallize alive. Phobos getting kited up by Lil there. Can't get the jump with the Blink Dagger.
Yeah,
and
Dendi
cool.
just staying in Viz, doesn't want to get caught out. He wants to be in the back line just throwing us balls. Does have that sheep stick. He's purchased a full sight device for this game, which is the counter to Slock. So if they break his Lincolns and sheep him, they have
And
a
the back
nice way to
line's-
kill him.
I don't know how this guy has split again. Oh, he has the cooldown talent. And FNG getting blown up almost instantly here. There's the Hex thrown out. FNG is dead. 70 seconds. He actually doesn't have buyback. Now, Crystal is going to start wailing on this barracks. And what a turn of events. Team Spirit under a lot of pressure here. Slock is going to respawn though. This is his Q Illidan coming in here. Can they take this fight? Team Spirit going to try. He's got a Shadow Blade. Phobos going to blink forward, but not going to catch anybody. Crystallize going to throw out the E-Blade, not enough on the Illidan, who just debuffs it immediately with a Dark Back. And Denny actually falls in the backline. It's 120 seconds, he's out. No buyback available for him, and Illidan, he's on the chase. Can he get the Burst Blade off? He does. Kunko's going to be in trouble here. Taking a lot of damage. Phobos is here with the call as well. And Navi might be in trouble in the backlines. Crystallize trying to do his thing. He doesn't have buyback. If he falls, this would be game. Actually, he does have buyback. He does have buyback. What am I saying?
Yeah, Navi in
Kunko
a
did
lot
drop.
of trouble here. Like Crystallize being under a lot of pressure, can't be back to base. Navi just going to push down middle with their Slock and Axe. Looks like Crystallize is going to fall, and
Insta buyback from him.
no
But his
buyback
two
on
heroes are
Kuka, no
still
buyback
dead.
on Lina. Yeah, they're just going to push now. They got their 5-man team. They're ready to fight. Slock has 10 stolen essence of stack, so he has a nice bonus in this fight.
And he's got an extra 120 seconds duration on the Essence stacks with the 25 talent.
Yeah, and can Navi hold this base? 3v5 right now. Slock just running uphill. He doesn't care. He want to finish this game. Creeps pushing in from all angles, and this top Rax is just going to fall. There's just, I don't
Look
see
at
a
the
way for
amount of
Navi
damage
to
from
defend
Illidan.
this.
Crystallize can't even get in. They're just getting kited up by Jakiro completely. This might be Mega Creeps, might be the game. Can Navi defend their base is the question. First lane of Meteorac's going to drop. Range Rax going to follow. I mean, they're throwing out E-Blade combos on Phobos, but Phobos has 70 HP regen, a BKB, a pipe. He doesn't care.
Now, he just doesn't care. Like, you can throw as many spells as you want on him. Like,
General,
not
he's
gonna
going to
kill him.
jump in. He's going to pop the BKB, but he gets caught. Abyssal Blade there, and he might just die before he pops the split. Split comes on. Crystallize popping his BKB of his own. Phobos getting caught by the Fiend's Grip. Can they burst down Phobos? But he's just too tanky right now. The save from FNG. Getting the banish off. Illidan, he's kiting up this Morphling. Can he do it? But there's the call from Phobos. What the Blade Mill, and that's so much damage. Crystallize in big trouble, forced to go back to the base, and look at this. Creeps are just shoving in here from the side of Team Spirit.
Lil
Can
with the
Navi
plays
hold on to
there,
the base?
saving his Morphling with that sleep. If Morphling got one more attack off, they would have killed himself on that Blade Mill. So Lil saves his Morphling, but it is Mega Creeps for the entire Team Spirit there. They didn't lose any heroes, and Navi in a lot of trouble now because they like their lanes are just going to be constantly pushing into their base. Their Morphling did prepare for Mega Creeps, does have that Magilna ready, so attacks really fast, can clear out creeps, no problem. Lina won't struggle, but the rest of their team, like Kunka right now, doesn't have right-click damage, so can't really deal with Mega Creeps that easily.
Roshan is back online for the side of Team Spirit. It will be Alti refresh orb, sorry, Aegis refresh orb, and she's yet again.
Yeah,
And
fourth
this-
Rojan of the game. And we
And
see
although
Axe went for an Octarine core, so, you know, shorter cooldowns.
Extra sustain. Does he get lifesteal back with his spins?
Most likely, yeah, does count as a spell, so you probably get lifesteal back with your spins. You get
He
lifesteal
gets,
back with your battle hunger.
which is
He went for the
160. Yeah.
120 battle hunger damage instead of the AoE berserker call.
Oh, that's a lot of damage right there.
Yeah, you throw that onto a support, and you know they lose half their HP unless they kill a creep or kill a hero. So nice ball, and he can spam it out every 3.75 seconds with that Octarine call. So that's kind of scary. And Slock's the one with the refresher shot, right? They want that double Shadow Dance, double BKB, double Abyssal from him. I like this
Yeah.
choice. It just gives him that ability to even solo pick off someone. If he finds like the Morphling, he can double Abyssal him, beat him down to death.
There's a stun there from Deadly, catching Illidan, but he's going to debuff that. And now we go Crystallize, he jumps in. And G, they're trying, BKB's popped all around, Illidan in the backline, trying to bring down Morphling. He pops the refresher shot as well, just keeping himself alive. The hold is there from Navi, nobody dropping just yet on the side of Team Spirit or Navi. Phobo's taking a lot of damage here, but he doesn't really care. He's just too tanky right now.
Now that is Bruce Split used now, so once it ends, they do have a small window, not a very large window because he did take that talent, but they do have a small window to try to finish this game off.
He's trying to throw the shackles, not on the mark there from the creeps. They get low in the banish. Can they burst down this Bane? They're gonna try. The bash is there from Illidan. He throws out the Bristle Blade as well. He kills Low. Low gonna be the first one to drop the side of Navi. FNG in the backlines does fall to Crystallize.
Yep, they lose the Aegis on G as well.
General getting wailed on by the Slock. He's gonna... Oh, he gets off the split. He'll be okay. G though, he gets caught, but he does have the Aegis. Actually gets expended. G's gonna fall. He's dead. 100 seconds out of the fray. Illidan, he's gonna jump back in. Trying to do the deeps onto Crystallize. Can he burst him down? The Morphling's dead. 125 seconds out of the game. Illidan might have just won this for his team. He does have buyback. Is he gonna commit it though? 3 heroes dead from Navi without buyback. Then he is one of 2 survivors. He gets caught by the Jakiro. Kited up here completely. DK Phobos is there. Slam dunk not even needed. He's gonna die. And I think that just might be the game for Navi. Then he buys back one loss hurrah from the team. Man against the world. But G, he's playing objective game, trying to bring down the throne. General comes in, he blinks in, he gets off the buyback. Sorry, the BKB. Gonna pop up the split. Creeps so many in the base right now. Can the throne survive? Then he gets caught. He's dead. GG is called. Team Spirit take the game. They take the series.
2-0 to Team Spirit. They played really well in this series. Like super aggressive all over the place and just pays off. Now they're the winners.
Such a close game too. Navi had control at so many points. They had the Aegis, they had the fight. The Morphling was the most farmed hero in the game at points, but coming into the late game, the DK Phobos axe was just too farmed. Slock came online, and what a game, what a series. Thank you everybody for tuning in. That's it for us for this game. Maybe we'll have some more games to cast for you just now